I'm Laura Hinson, and I'm interviewing my great-grandmother, Miss Betty Love, on her take of World War II, the home front, for my 7th grade social studies project. So, Grandma, when World War II started, about what age were you?
I was around 9.
And since you were young at that time, do you remember if there was any training sessions or maneuvers around where you lived?
Yes. It was all around us one summer.
So,
all out in the woods and making trails. And they used horses back then.
So, did they ask you, when they were near your house, did they ask you to shut off anything? Or if you were on the roads, did you have to go somewhere else?
If you were on the road when they had blackouts, you had to cut your lights out. But they didn't bother you around your house.
So, did you have any siblings or cousins or anybody like that related to you in the war?
I had 3 brothers.
Where were they stationed?
Well, Delane was on a ship. He was in the Navy. And Jeffrey was stationed in Germany. And he got shot in the leg, and it blew his helmet all to pieces. And so they discharged him and sent him home. And Delane made a career of it.
So, since when people think of the home front, they think of the riveters and the people that enlisted, did you and your family do anything like victory gardens? Did you sell anything? Or
They didn't buy. They had their own food. What do you call it? Rations. Canned stuff. They didn't buy nothing from us.
So, since the rations were going to the soldiers, did the economy, did you have to use food stamps to buy certain things?
Food was rationed back then.
And so, what did you do to buy stuff? Like, I know the government had to use things for the soldiers, but for the people back home, what did you do to buy, like, flour and the stuff to make cakes? Did you have to use anything? Like food stamps?
What?
Did you have to use food stamps to buy certain things?
Yeah.
Okay. So, when the war ended, do you have any accounts of what you did the day the war ended? What did you do?
What did I do?
When the day the war ended? Like, did they let out of school early?
The day that the war ended, we turned out of school early and yelled all the way home.
So, okay. So, thanks for the interview, Grandma. And I bet the people in my class will love it. So, one more question. Since during the war, since your family, a bit of your family was out there, how did you feel about that? Like, what were your emotions?
I ain't understand that.
How did you feel about your brothers being out there?
We were worried about them.
And were you hopeful that the war was going to end and you were going to win?
Yeah, so that they could come home.
And so, thanks for your time, Grandma. And this is Laura Henson saying goodbye.